Welcome to our video today on Conor the Notorious McGregor, here at Living Luxury. Described as one of the most successful and polarizing figures in the world of mixed martial arts, Conor is often credited with bringing mass popularity to the sport through a combination of humorous banter towards his opponents and his powerful knockouts in the octagon. His success in the UFC has brought him considerable fame and wealth, more so than any other fighter in the organization. Through earnings from his fights, various endorsements, and personal brands, he is one of the highest paid athletes of all time. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at his incredible net worth, the money he's made from each fight, his business ventures, and his luxurious lifestyle. If you're new to our channel, please make sure you like and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. Before we dive into Conor's fabulous wealth, however, let's take a moment and see where this double champion began his journey. Conor McGregor was born on July 14th, 1988, in the Crumlin neighborhood of Dublin, Ireland. As a child, he had a passion for sports, particularly soccer, but at the age of 12, he discovered a love for martial arts and began training at a local boxing club. Despite this passion, McGregor went for a career in plumbing and began an apprenticeship at the age of 17. It was during this time that he met Tom Egan, a fellow plumber and professional MMA fighter, who introduced McGregor to the sport of MMA and would be his training partner. McGregor, who was mainly familiar with only boxing so far, would soon go under the guidance of Coach John Kavanagh, the first Irish individual to attain a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. With Kavanagh, Conor expanded his skill set to include other forms of martial arts, such as Taekwondo, Karate, Capoeira, and kickboxing, all of which helped give him a unique and well-rounded fighting style as he entered the professional MMA scene. Conor made his amateur MMA debut a year later at the age of 18, winning his debut match by TKO in the first round. Many didn't know, but at this time, Conor was in such poverty that he was living off of $235 welfare checks that he received once a week from the Irish government. In 2013, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, announced that they had signed Conor McGregor to a multi-fight contract. He became the second fighter from Ireland to join the company, following in the footsteps of welterweight Tom Egan. Conor made his UFC debut on April 6, 2013, against Marcus Brimage, and impressed in his first fight by winning via TKO, just over a minute into the first round. The victory also earned Conor his first Knockout of the Night award, and a cool $60,000 to go along with it. Conor would go on to win his next 6 fights in a row, and cement himself as one of UFC's most prominent figures, and also most bankable. Conor McGregor's fights have generated as much revenue as they have hype. His famous trash talking before fights, his bouts in the cage that often resulted in knockouts, and the continued post-fight banter always made any event with his name on it a spectacle viewed by millions. Now then, let's take a closer look at those UFC earnings and his net worth. As of 2023, Conor McGregor's net worth is estimated to be between $200 and $250 million. While he's made most of his money through his fighting career, he's also had a considerable number of successful business ventures that have added to his fortune. Let's break it down. For the first fight with Brimage, Conor walked away with $86,000 in earnings, $8,000 for taking the fight, another $8,000 for winning, his Knockout of the Night award for $60,000, and $10,000 from athletic sponsorships. While his second fight with Max Holloway only brought him $44,000, His third one with Diego Brandao would earn him $112,000, only to be topped by his fourth fight with Dustin Poirier. For that one, Conor earned a career high of $250,000. His next victory against Dennis Silver would bring that to $270,000. But it wouldn't be until his following one with Chad Mendes where his earnings would pass into the next stratosphere. Conor's earnings that day were $2,690,000, $2,110,000 of which were from his pay-per-view cut, a milestone for any successful fighter. Conor's next fight would be a significant one. It was time to prove himself as a champion, and so he faced off against Jose Aldo for the featherweight title. The hype around this match was astronomical, with Conor's trash-talking and intimidation taking even newer heights. Within 13 seconds of that starting bell, Jose Aldo would find himself TKO'd by Conor McGregor and lose his belt. For this match, Conor earned $2,690,000, with a similar pay-per-view cut as before. Conor's next fight would sadly be a loss against the iron-chinned Nate Diaz. Though it was the first time the featherweight champion ever faced defeat in the UFC, he still managed to take home $3,482,500 that night. Conor would go on to rematch Diaz later that year and finally won via unanimous decision. His earnings? A staggering $6,190,000, and more importantly, a victory at the 170-pound welterweight class. 3 months later, his lightweight title bout versus Eddie Alvarez finally was at hand, and it did not disappoint for the UFC star or his fans. Though he earned only $5,440,000, a bit less from his previous fight, it seemed to matter very little when he emerged victorious, showing off his featherweight belt and now his lightweight belt at the post-fight conference. His next and biggest fight of his career would come next, facing off against the undefeated Dagestani wrestling prodigy Khabib Nurmagomedov. Conor would find himself defeated with a painful neck crank submission. It was reported that Conor earned $28,480,000 for the title loss, but real estimates are closer to $50 million. Though MMA was, and still is, Conor McGregor's main sport, it was his boxing crossover versus Floyd Mayweather that earned the UFC star his highest payday. While the official number was never publicly disclosed, based on stated payouts and pay-per-view splits, it is estimated that Conor earned $70 million for that fight. The very fact that he lost the match didn't seem to matter much. There were likely few people on this planet who could face Floyd Mayweather in the ring for 10 rounds, especially ones with no professional boxing experience. His return to the octagon was an easy victory against Donald Cerrone, for which Conor earned $15 million. His next match was a rematch versus Dustin Poirier, who despite losing years earlier, managed to snag an upset victory against Conor with a TKO in the second round. Even with a loss, Conor still walked with $20 million in hand. His most recent fight was yet another rematch versus Poirier. Sadly, the bout would end after the first round, with Conor falling backwards and breaking his leg, making the fight a TKO with doctor's stoppage. Fortunately for Conor, he still earned a hefty $23 million for this fight. It's unclear when or if Conor plans to return to the octagon, but some have hinted that it could be sometime in 2023. Time will tell, but either way, it's clear the Irishman has left an indelible mark on the sport of mixed martial arts. Beyond these significant fight earnings, how else has Conor McGregor filled his coffers? The answer might very well be whiskey, or rather, Proper 12 whiskey. In 2018, he launched his own brand of whiskey called Proper No. 12. The name is a nod to McGregor's hometown of Crumlin, Dublin 12. The whiskey is made by Irish Born and Bred, a company that McGregor owns. Proper No. 12 is a blend of Irish grain and single malt whiskey. The whiskey, made in small batches and aged for a minimum of 3 years in oak barrels, has been praised for having a smooth, rich taste with notes of vanilla, honey, and toasted wood. The launch of Proper 12 was a major event, with McGregor hosting a party in Dublin that was attended by many celebrities and athletes. McGregor has been heavily involved in the promotion of Proper 12, appearing in commercials and making public appearances to promote the brand. He has also used his large social media following to promote the whiskey. Proper 12 has also been involved in charitable efforts, with McGregor pledging to donate $5 for every case sold to first responders and veterans organizations. The company has also partnered with local organizations to support the community in Crumlin, Dublin 12. Proper 12 has been a commercial success, with the company reporting strong sales in the United States and Ireland, and expanding to the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Russia, and Canada in 2019. In 2021, it was announced that Conor and his business partners sold their majority shares to USA-based liquor company Proximo Spirits, who previously held a 49% stake for a whopping $600 million. Conor's take-home pay? $150 million, possibly more. And the best part? Conor and his partners will still remain on board to continue to build and promote the brand, likely earning further millions. So, now we talked about where he makes his money, but what about where he spends it? No surprise to anyone, Conor McGregor has a very impressive car collection. His garage includes a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, a Rolls-Royce Dawn, a Lamborghini Huracan, a BMW i8, a Range Rover Supercharged, a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a Cadillac Escalade, a Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider, a Bentley Continental GT Convertible, a Lamborghini Urus. He also owns a rare $4 million boat, a Technomar for Lamborghini 63, a limited edition model produced as part of a collaboration between Lamborghini and the Italian C Group. This model has only 63 copies worldwide, and Conor McGregor is the 12th, of course. He is also the owner of another boat, a Prestige 750, a $4 million yacht over 150 feet long. Alright then, so we've got the cars and boats, but what about the watches? Conor is definitely no stranger to watches, often choosing bold designs that others might be too timid to wear, and simply doesn't care if critics call them garish or outrageous. He definitely has no small collection, so let's focus on some of the more interesting pieces. First up is the Jacob & Company Astronomia Baguette. A few weeks before his fight with Dustin Poirier, Conor showed off some new purchases from Abu Dhabi, including a suit and a luxury car. He also revealed 2 expensive watches from Jacob & Company, one of which is the Astronomia Tourbillon Baguette. The watch is reported to cost at least $1.3 million and features 342 invisibly set baguette-cut diamonds on the backdrop, 80 baguette-cut diamonds on the lugs, and 133 triangle-cut white diamonds on the base dial. The watch has a total weight of 16.8 carats. The other watch Conor purchased from Jacob & Company in Abu Dhabi is the diamond-covered Rasputin. This watch is known for its X-rated feature, as it has a hidden sex scene that can be revealed with the press of a button. Reports suggest that the watch cost the MMA fighter $2.7 million. We can tell he might have a brand reference here, with the Jacob & Company Astronomia Gambler he purchased for his 32nd birthday. It features a unique roulette wheel on the dial, a 1-carat Jacob-cut white diamond disco ball that constantly spins, a gold-shaped ceramic ball, and a triple-axis tourbillon that is prominently displayed on the dial. Canadian rapper Drake also happens to own a pair. There are many more watches possible to list, including a few Patek Philippe's, a Frank Muller, and a certain Breguet Classique. But it's really his Rolex Daytona, Eye of the Tiger, that seems to turn the most heads. A while back, Conor posted a photo of himself riding a jet ski in Ireland and holding a glass of whiskey. Watch enthusiasts quickly noticed the luxurious timepiece on his wrist, identified as the Rolex Daytona. The Rolex Daytona 116-588 TBR is also known as the Eye of the Tiger, due to its black lacquered dial with 18-karat yellow gold waves and diamond accents, resembling a tiger's fur. The hour markers, except for 3, 6, 9, and 12, which are in yellow gold Arabic numerals, are also set with diamonds. Its bezel is also gem set, while the 40mm case, crown, and pushers are made of 18-karat yellow gold, and the Oyster Flex strap comes with an 18-karat yellow gold folding clasp. The watch retails for about $137,000, though likely costing more. He's got the cars, the boats, the suits, and the watches. So what about his homes? Given Conor McGregor's frequent travels for his matches, it's not surprising that he purchased a home in his native Ireland to always come back to. The estate, called the Paddocks, was previously owned by the son of the Taoiseach, or Prime Minister of Ireland, Albert Reynolds. In 2019, McGregor spent $2.5 million to acquire the property, located in the exclusive, gated community of Lady Castle at K Club, west of Dublin in County Kildare. The Paddocks features 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and is a beautiful example of Irish architecture. Upon entering the home, visitors will spot the crystal chandeliers and layered staircase leading to the upper-level bedrooms. The living room and kitchen are combined into a spacious area for easy entertaining. The kitchen boasts marble countertops, a mini wine cellar, and a refrigerator built into the island. The dining room features an 8-seat table for large family dinners, and the gaming room is equipped with a billiards table and video games. The backyard features a manicured lawn with mature trees around the edges. The gated community also includes a state-of-the-art gym and offers horseback riding lessons. Conor and his family often spend their Christmas breaks at the Dublin home. If you've ever been to Ireland, you'd soon notice that the weather isn't always fantastic year-round, to say the least. Accounting for this, Conor McGregor purchased a property in sunny Spain for $1.6 million back in 2018. The villa, located in the gated community of the Heights on the La Resina County Club Estate in Marbella, is a popular destination for athletes, including former Tottenham player Stephen Carr and Danish soccer goalkeeper Thomas Sorensen. Known as the Superstars Cul-de-sac, the community offers the perfect spot for Conor to enjoy the warm Spanish summers. The villa, one of only 11 exclusive properties in the area, boasts a neutral color palette, wood furniture, high ceilings, and offers breathtaking views of the Mediterranean and African coastline. The ground floor features a gym and a personal spa accessible from the bedroom. The infinity pool offers panoramic views of the sunsets and sunrises along with the sea. The open-plan dining area also overlooks the sea, and Conor added a hot tub to the estate. Talk about getting away from it all. Alright, so we've seen Conor in native land. We've seen Conor on holiday. So where does he stay when he has to work? As Conor McGregor frequently fights in Las Vegas, it makes sense that he would own a luxurious property there. He nicknamed the most extravagant estate the Mac Mansion, after buying and renovating it in 2015. The main residence covers 12,000 square feet and is located just 15 minutes away from the Vegas Strip. The mansion features 7 bedrooms, each with its own en-suite bathroom. It also includes a 3-floor elevator that opens directly into the master suite, and a 50-foot infinity pool that McGregor uses for training. Additional amenities include a large spa that can accommodate up to 10 people, a golf course in the backyard, and a 10-car garage to house his prized vehicles. The property also has an alfresco dining area, while the sauna, gym, and game room are located indoors. 2 unique features of the home are a marble jacuzzi and waterfall. Situated in the Sunrise Mountains, the property offers breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and the Vegas desert. Not a bad place to rest your head after pummeling someone else's that evening. Conor McGregor is without a doubt one of the most successful and wealthiest athletes in the world. He's made a fortune from his fighting career as well as from his business ventures like Proper 12 Whiskey. He truly lives a luxurious lifestyle, with a garage filled with supercars, a watch collection that could pay a country's deficit, and a sizably growing real estate portfolio. Currently, the fight star is focusing on his gastropub brand, the Black Forge Inn, serving delicious food and drinks in the heart of Dublin. It's not confirmed whether or not he will return to the octagon, but his coach has hinted at a possible 2023 return. And Conor himself seems open to joining on as a coach on the Ultimate Fighter reality show. Either way, one thing is for certain. This Crumlin native has a lot more in store for himself and the world. If there ever was a fighter who embodied the living luxury spirit, it's Conor McGregor. Thank you for joining us today on Living Luxury. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please let us know down in the comments what you think and who you would like us to cover next. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss another video. We'll catch you next time on Living Luxury.